Welcome to the In Season podcast, rated R for language.
None of us are doctors or neurologists. Things you're about to hear are opinions of people living with epilepsy or seizures. These are firsthand experiences. Epilepsy can cause speech problems, and medications are hard to pronounce, so please bear with me. Epilepsy can cause bad memory, so some stories will be repeated. I'm Pookie. Get ready. I do have a post here. It says medication side effects or seizures. Which do you feel are worse? I've been normal 27 years of my life, epileptic uncontrolled for 11 years, and medication controlled for 6 years. I'm asking which is worse in your experience, the meds or the seizures? I know the PC answer, being controlled, is better. There is a cost. There always is in life. I can drive and work now, but I know I'm half the man I used to be. I used to have a 130 IQ and very excellent memory, and now that's all gone. I feel stupid and forgetful precise things a minute later, general things a day later. I've lost majority of the best days of my life because not because they weren't great and didn't happen, but almost because they happened to someone foreign to me, and only that person can reliably recall these moments. I really don't know who I am anymore at 44, and is pretty fucking pathetic. I could go on and on about how unwell I am even after the seizures stopped, but I will stop with the pity party for now. What's worse, the medication or the side effects? That's the main question. Someone else go before me because I got to think on that. I think the side effects.
The medication or the side effects, or the seizures and the side effects? The medication side effects.
The seizures or the side effects?
Okay.
The side effects of the seizures?
I thought they were talking about
the side effects of the medications that you're taking for the seizures.
Medication side effects.
Okay.
I think
so basically, what's worse, the epilepsy or the drugs, the epilepsy medications?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, my focals don't get too crazy at this point. Like I kind of recognize the sensations, so the deja vu doesn't cause me to panic as much as it used to. And like for tonic-clonics or nocturnals, I'm asleep and unconscious anyway. So usually the side effects are the biggest indication that I've even had a seizure. And those are only like for a few days before or after, generally speaking. Whereas the side effects of the medications are something that's just like you've got to establish as your new normal. And that's that's both physically a big thing to ask, but it's also psychologically a big toll that the seizures themselves do not present to me. So I would have to say personally that the medications are worse than the epilepsy itself up to this point. And unless or maybe until my seizures change in nature in the future, like there's it's not likely that that's going to change. Yeah, I mean, unless I start having myoclonics or the nature of my focals really drastically change, then um, I would rather have a couple seizures than, have to have
I think personally that um, the medication side effects are worse. I've kind of gotten used to, well, not used. I guess that would be the word. I've kind of gotten used to the seizures, and I've gotten them somewhat under a decent control, better than they were when I started. Um, so the medication I don't mind because the side effects mine have already kicked in, and I pretty much like the medication I'm on. So insomnia that set in, and it hasn't bothered me too much other than not being able to sleep. So yeah, the side effects. I mean, right? Yeah, the side effects are worse than the actual seizures. The seizures, I'm pretty much on track. I can say that I know I'm having 3 to 5 a year, and that's pretty good. Side effects are ridiculous, though. Like I said, setting in with this insomnia, that was the worst part. Other than that, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like this post really relates to that question I asked earlier. I asked Pookie and Andrea if they felt like the same person they were before they started taking meds and like before diagnosis, and the answer was no from all of us. And I think that's just kind of a test to how fucking meds just if sometimes it feels like the meds are rotting your brain faster than the epilepsy or the seizures. But that's just me. That is just me. Or maybe it's
Yeah,
not.
the side effects I feel like are really annoying sometimes. Um,
I especially struggle with side effects since I'm on 4 medications at the moment in time.
Yeah. And they make you like super tired, like you said, right? Like you
Oh
nap
yeah,
all the time. Gotta always have fucking caffeine around or something.
completely.
Oh,
Angel, oh, Angel came and went.
Maybe he's
Hey,
just
what's
having
up?
connection problems. Hey James.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, James? How's oh you did see your day
Uh,
was kind of crappy, right?
yeah, my post earlier is kind of still how I'm feeling. I think
Yeah.
I think I went for a bike ride, earlier this morning, but then when I got home, I think I had some sort of episode, when I got back home or something. I'm just not feeling right today.
Gotcha.
But it's great to see you again, Pookie. For sure, my bro, dude. It's so good to see you again.
I'm here and I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, I'm hella happy to see you, bro.
Uh, keep
See
telling
you
everybody.
in person again. Um,
Yeah, season 2.
yo,
Um,
it
post.
feels weird too because I feel
Hey
like I
everyone.
should just hop on my bike and come and see you, bro. Like you're hella close to me.
Not anymore,
But
man.
it's good.
Uh,
It's good. It's good to see all you guys. I'm just So I'll probably be popping in and out today. Uh, just not feeling the best, but it's always good to have you guys around. So yeah.
likewise.
S- sorry, I'm so weird today. I'm really out of it.
It's okay,
But
James.
I'm
Take care of
home.
yourself.
I'm at
maybe to
Yeah.
apologize.
I'm at home. I'm safe. All that good bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if I'm not replying that much, it's just not a good day. So yeah, I'm in and out. Thanks, guys. It's just good to have you around.
Nice to have you around as always. Angel, how
Welcome
you
back,
doing,
Pookie.
man?
I'm
How's
okay.
life?
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, good to
It's my
see you,
birthday.
Angel.
I don't know if you guys noticed, I shaved my face like all the way. I was just like, let's see how this happens.
Is that
And
exactly, Pookie? Because you probably can't, because it's always so long. You can't tell anyway. But I did trim a couple inches off the beard.
oh yeah, I do notice. I can tell.
But yeah, right. Like if you shave it, like it'll always grow back, right? Like it's not a big deal. It'll always come back.
Yeah,
So
this
I let it grow out when I first
Where's
had it. When I
Chef and
had the
Mama
stroke,
Cake?
I let it grow out after the stroke, and it was like really in the way. It was all in my mouth and hair growing everywhere. So I was like, let me
that's
start fresh. And
that's funny. Yeah, my it's funny. My dad always, he's the opposite of me. He keeps completely like clean shaven. He'll shave everything like every morning, right? And then he had a heart attack, so he was in the hospital for a few days, and so obviously he didn't shave, and so he, it started to grow out a little bit, and I was like, Dad, keep it, like keep growing the beard, keep growing the beard. And then, but as soon as he got back home, he shaved it again right away. So I was like, oh no, come on, dude, grow it out. But no, he even yeah, he didn't. So it took him a few days after, yeah, his hospital stay to shave it. But yeah, come grow it back out, dude.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm a lover of facial hair, so
yeah, man, I'm starting from scratch.
do
Yeah,
it.
it'll be
Grow it
interesting.
back out. Grow it back out.
Yeah, they shaved my chin to get at the neck for the VNS surgery, and I miss it now. I keep going like, there's nothing there. Like,
Right.
it's annoying. It's yeah, they can't grow fast enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mine's just a little fuzzy. It's not growing back fast enough.
Mark, you probably didn't realize how much you touched it, did you?
No, that and I got industrial on my right side, and I keep bumping my ear. And like you never realize how much you accidentally bump the right side, the top of your ear or whatever, until it's there and sore and whatever. Uh, whatever.
I'm sure I do the old man like stroking the beard
Yeah,
type thing more than I
yeah, I
noticed.
mean,
Like, yeah, like if I were to like cut it off today, I would probably
yeah,
like
it's like
reach and grab
phantom
for it and
limb
be like, oh wait,
syndrome.
it's not here anymore.
Yeah,
You'd probably be stroking your chin these days if you had no beard.
Exactly. I just grab for it and be like, oh shit, it's not there.
yeah.
But
Plus, imagine how cold and like your whole neck would be on a
Yeah,
breezy
I
winter day.
even just like cutting the couple of inches off of it like here recently, I feel naked. Like, so I can imagine like if I just shaved the whole thing off, I'd probably like pull my shirt pull my shirt up over my face and just be like it'd be like a naked feeling because it's just something that's you always have on you and then it's not there. Yeah.
I
Um,
recommend if you ever do it, go in stages.
yeah, I would have to do it like, like an inch,
The
like inch by inch,
reverse
like
grow.
1 week or something. So and
Angel,
like I said, I'm being weird today.
all
I'm
cut.
sorry. I'm gonna
You shaved, I see.
Yeah,
Last time I seen
looking
you,
sharp.
you know, there's hair all there.
Looking sharp.
Yeah. It's the same thing with everyone. Last time I seen you guys, everyone's hair is different now. Except for ladies, of course. Your hair is the same.
Don't think I've been on since my last seizure, so
Oh, didn't know
I
that.
can't remember. I had that big black eye. Remember I sent you the picture?
Yes, I did get that picture. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, when was that, Angel? I'm sorry, I didn't hear about that.
A few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I've, yeah, I've had a few recently too, and I've been on the yeah the chats, but I think we like missed each other on on meeting up on them and everything. Dang, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was like right after Pookie's. It was a weird weekend, I think, for everybody in the universe. You know, Pookie had his stroke, and then like me, I was seizure free for over 100 days, and then boom, here I go again. And then a few other people had seizures.
I think Toaster had two, didn't she?
Yeah, she had
At
a
least.
few.
Yeah, she had one where she posted like her stitches on her tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know who was on there that day. I told you guys about the big one that I had with the
Mm-hmm.
I woke up with my TV on my, I woke up with my TV on top of me, and it was just a really weird one. That was like a few weeks ago too. So
Yeah,
I thought you guys were all doing good
I think
during that time too. Man.
Toaster and Pookie were the only ones to see like the black eye and the mark. And then my glasses are broken, so
Oh yeah, I did notice that. I thought you were just trying to look cool without the glasses.
no, they're broken.
Oh, you I know it's a obviously
Man.
how do I say it, like a financial thing, but you don't have like a second pair like
No,
backup like ready to, oh, okay. I
Mo-
I
mom
have
wants
a
to buy
second
me
pair.
one, but I don't want her to spend her money on me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have a second pair that's like probably like 10 or 12 years old now at this point. Like I've never worn them, but they're just my backup pair. Like they probably won't even be like the right prescription at this point. But yeah, I have a backup pair like just in case, because literally one time when I had one of my seizures, I posted the picture in the like injury thread that we had going on there, from when I popped my lens out of one of my eyeglasses, so I had to use my backup pair for a few days. Um, well, I fixed the other one. So I got that put back in, and yeah, and now I'm rambling too much. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, I know it's a few bucks or something. I don't know if you can afford it or not, but yeah, it would be get a backup pair or something, man, to have going on. I feel stupid. I'm ranting. I'm sorry, guys.
I've been
It's
being
all right.
conservative with this shutdown, more for waiting to see if I need to save my money more for medicine than I would my glasses.
I didn't think about that. Um, will that shutdown have anything to do with like our medications and insurance and stuff like that?
Quite
I'm on
possibly.
state insurance right now, so
Yeah,
it does not affect me, I think, because I'm still getting my meds, so I can say that.
yeah, I'm still getting my meds, but I'm glad I'm like weaning off. I think I weaned off of two of them, so I think the seizure was because I weaned off the Klonopin.
Are you off of that completely now?
Yeah, I'm completely off the Klonopin now. There's
So, Pookie,
Escapri and Mesuxamide.
What have you guys heard about Omvi? Because I'm gonna start taking it soon.
it was
Um,
I was gonna ask
that
about your post on the clozapam a couple days ago. Was that because you are taking it, or because you're about to start taking it?
I'm about to start taking it.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
that's like a lower version of Klonopin. So
Okay, so is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
it's a benzo.
Yeah, it
You
depends
know,
on how you react to benzodiazepines. I am not sure how being on a baseline benzodiazepine daily like that would affect your tolerance when it comes to any sort of rescue med. Also, that's something that has never been an issue for me personally. I've never brought it up and needed to discuss it with my doctors, but I don't see how or why being on the one benzodiazepine wouldn't increase your tolerance and require a higher dose of the others, and why that wouldn't kind of lead to a feedback loop that, requires bigger and bigger doses of benzodiazepines until you're just in the big cloud of the, clobazam. And whether that works or doesn't can be a coin flip for a lot of people, but I don't know. I've always been told to try to keep benzodiazepines to as intermittent use as possible. And after being on Klonopin daily, and oh god damn it, there I did it. Touched my ear.
okay, Mark?
Being on Klonopin daily and getting off of that sucked. And yeah, I don't know if I were on that, um, how much Nasalam it would take to stop something if it wasn't working for whatever reason. That would be concerning. So that would be something I would ask your doctor about if I were in your position before starting it, just to make sure that people have checked it. And I might be overthinking things. That's kind of a trademark move of mine.
Your advice is always very helpful. Yeah, I need to look into that. And yeah, I got a new neurologist, and he's also going to retire in a year. But I guess I'll just work with this one. That's who they gave me. And he's
What's
thinking about
going on? Neurologist retiring.
right. He said he's going to retire at the end of next year, so got a decent amount of time with him. Yeah, hoping for the best, you guys. Hoping for the best. But I do have a post here. It says being a burden to others. I have uncontrolled epilepsy and my seizures are frequent. My tonic-clonics are controlled, but my focal and focal unawares are gnarly and often come in clusters. I feel like I need the constant supervision and I'm a burden on my husband, at least at the time. I don't want to get others to understand how to deal with me in this state, not even out of embarrassment. I just don't want to terrify them. At least my husband knows how I work. But then he has the burden of always having to care for me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this loss of independence. I know many of you would uncontrolled seizures live alone. How do you guys do it? My husband sometimes snaps at me when I try to develop a safety plan or show fear of the whole thing. The burden of taking care of me and the emotional effects are getting to him. I spent this morning crying. I don't know what to do. I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm scared. I won't hurt myself, but I'm having a hard time coming to terms with this. I guess this is just a vent. How do you deal with the burden? With the burden,
It's hard. It's always going to be there. You always feel it. It always comes back.
Mhm.
yeah. It's rough. It's hard to not be a burden, and then it's hard to that I am that burden, and it's hard to express that to certain people. So things just never change, to be honest. And the people, when you do tell them you're a burden, most of them respond that you're not a burden. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
It
not feel
feels like that's kind of an obligatory response on their
Yeah.
part a lot of times. Like, of course, you gotta say that, oh, you're not a burden. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, acknowledge it to your face? Unless they're really extreme individual or extreme circumstances, that's not likely to happen. So I don't know. It's hard not to dismiss that. Oh, you're not a burden, like just out of hand. But even when I know that it's meant sincerely, it's
yeah, I've had some people express some things to my face, but yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah, I've personally just said it's hard to not feel like a burden, and sometimes some people's like we said earlier, their caring is kind of smothering at times, so you make yourself feel like a burden. And sometimes I think I tell myself too much that I'm a burden. Um, yeah. To the person writing this, I tell you that being a burden is just a thing we can't help. I'm sorry that you're crying and you spent the morning crying. But yeah, the person's asking, how do you do it?
I think finding the right people who will do the right actions. Because, like, how Mark was saying, how can they not say, like, oh, you're not a burden, even though we both know the truth. Words are cheap. So, just in my personal opinion, actions speak way louder. And if you're feeling like a burden, it's normal if other people think you're a burden, that's fair. But if they care about you and if they are your support system and if they love you, people should be there for you. And it's all about communication, because if they want to express that they like, I don't know, if it's too much, that you are too much, then tell me that, like this is just my personal thing, because when people hold stuff in and then it's because it sounds like this person, her husband, right, is like lashing out because of just her, like, her situation frustrating him. It's fair, but you got to express that in a little healthier way. Otherwise, no one's getting anything out of the situation. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, because I tell myself sometimes that certain stuff I tell people like right then and there, because if you don't, you can kind of build resentment just having that anger in there and not saying anything for so long. I like people to tell me how it is. Tell me exactly how you feel, so I know how to handle it right then and there. I know how to move forward with you as a friend and a person in general. Yeah, I'll just say it's hard not to feel like a burden. And there is a comment here. One says, I can relate. If I have those same sorts of absence seizures and I have to have someone around me at all times, being 16 years old, that sucks because I feel like a baby. I have a freaking baby monitor in my bedroom. Some of those might be very helpful. Another comment here says, I am unable to live alone, but I feel your pain. I am hoping to have brain surgery. Helps with at least some of my seizures. I have 2 types of epilepsy and 4 types of seizures. Oh, that's a good question. How many types of seizures do you guys have? I think I had 3, which was the myoclonics, the focal, and the TC. But I haven't had the focals since I started taking the B12. Shout out to Nature's May. So now I'm just having myoclonics. I don't know if you guys notice a lot of these twitches I'm getting now. Working on that.
Can I ask, like the twitches, is that how your myoclonics like manifest? Because I'm not sure if I have them or not. Like, so I'm trying to see how there's experience.
Mine do manifest like that. Sometimes they're like in the shoulder or something. Sometimes it's my hand, arm, could be any type of extremity, as they would call it.
What about like an eyelid or a finger, like something small?
A finger.
Yeah.
When I'm typing, because I use my computer a lot, sometimes my finger, I'll tap a finger that is just sitting there ready to type. So yeah, I'll get that time to time, but sometimes it's just my elbow, shoulder, right side of anything. It's very hard to explain.
Do you
Go
have
ahead,
problems
Andrea.
writing?
Oh.
No. My handwriting is horrible, so I mean, but I think that comes with just not using it after school was out. After I didn't have to go to school anymore, I didn't use my handwriting for a long time. There was phones came out after that.
The last few years, I've gotten to where like I can't even hardly sign my name right because I get halfway through it and I get to my last name and my hand just goes all weird.
Yeah, if I write something, I gotta put my arm down and kind of focus, kind of have the elbow sitting on something so I can do it, make it look good. But otherwise, I can just do something regular. It won't be the best, but it'll work. It'll suffice.
It'd be interesting if it were somehow possible to collect and assemble like examples of my signatures taken throughout history, just going back and watch like the evolution from my current scribbles back. At what point was there something actually legible there? And how
When were
far
there letters?
after I learned to read, or how far after I learned to write, did I depart from that legibility entirely? I think those would be 2 very interesting questions. I don't think that those would necessarily be the same time frame, and that's what that means about my handwriting is an interesting philosophical question to now ponder. That
Yeah,
overlap and gap between them.
that's just what I wanted to add in too is yeah, the last like 2-3 years while my seizures have gotten worse. So I don't know if it's the actual epilepsy or if it's the medication. But yeah, I've definitely have days kind of like you were talking about, Pookie, where it's just, my hand will be like, a twitch, or like my head will, have a twitch or something like that once in a while. And so I don't know if it's yeah, if it's the medication or if it's my epilepsy's getting worse or the medication, or yeah, it's hard to tell. And it's really hard to always riding, my bike everywhere to like just keep control of the thing and not have a weird twitch or a weird movement or something. And yeah, it's been a little tough. So yeah, I know. I definitely got you on what you're talking about, man.
I do get like there was this one time where I was shaving and I shaved off my sideburns and I was like up and jerked a little bit. And luckily, when I joined that day,
It
my
can, yeah.
hair was enough to cover my sideburns, and no one noticed before I pointed it out. Like 3 hours in, and yeah, had a nice shave going. Nobody really noticed. And then right here, I just had no hair in between the
I
sideburns.
Yeah, some days when it's really bad for me too, I have to like hold it off to the side and then like just do like like a quick shave, and then you're like, okay, I gotta wait a second, let it go. Okay, now I'm safe. Now I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had days like that too, man. It's yeah, frustrating, annoying, whatever word you want to call it, but yeah, not just not normal, not what a normal person would have to go through each day, right? Like,
So another post here I have, it says time lapses. How many of you guys get very long focal impaired awareness seizures? I just lost an entire hour to one, still fuzzy and slipping in and out of it right now. It's just such a disconcerting experience. Even stranger because they often happen when I'm sitting in my computer chair and something no one around me even realizes it's wrong, including me. It's just creepy when you realize, you know, I'm just curious of how many of you guys have long seizures like that. I know it's uncommon. I just like to hear stories. It helps knowing I'm not alone.
It's
Anybody
not
has?
well,
Go ahead.
well, a good a good one, a perfect example right now. I apparently either was it yesterday or this morning, I posted that I would join the chat and I was gonna go for a bicycle ride this morning.
Yeah.
I had no flipping clue that I went for the bicycle ride. Um, I joined on here and looked at that, and then I had gone out to the kitchen to grab a bottle of water real quick, and my mom asked me how the ride was,
Mm.
and I had no clue. I had no clue I even went for a bicycle ride. I thought that I was just laying in bed all morning and just not feeling well. But apparently I'd gone on a ride. I went out and checked my bike, and the odometer on it apparently was 9 miles. I went for a 9 mile ride this morning, and I don't remember leaving the house. I don't remember any of it, whatsoever. I took my meds. They're out of my pill box. So those were taken, so everything was, covered and, taken care of. But yeah, I don't remember it. And then I looked at my other posts on the thing and said that, yeah, I probably would be out of it today and everything. And I don't remember making those posts either. I just, man, it's it's been a weird day, and I'm glad you guys are here because yeah.
What kind of seizure do you think? Do you have focals a lot? Do you think you have a
I
seizure? Mm.
I don't, because mostly mine are grand malls. Like most of them are, full on moving around, or sometimes I'll have them in the shower and
Sounds
fall
like
down and
you've
hit
been
something,
having
and
Yeah,
other
same
ones
here.
are bigger ones, and I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I'm
I
just having
understand
a
your
bad.
pain.
I'm just having a bad day, I guess. I should shut the fuck up and let everybody else talk at this point.
No, we're here for you, man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you talking. Go ahead and talk. Hold on, guys.
It definitely sounds like you have absences, James.
Yeah, like some kind of absences.
I
Focal,
Yeah,
have
I
focal
definitely had,
under.
a different type of one, or something today. Something happened because yeah, it's not normal to not remember like 5 hours of your life, right? Like
Mhm.
something happens. I just yeah, it's frustrating. Anyway, we're talking too much about me. I'm gonna shut the F up for a while. You guys talk about something else, please.
I have a time lapse story. Because that's what the
Yeah,
post was
everyone
about,
else
right?
talk.
Um, Let me see. It was, oh yeah. So I was saying earlier to Pookie and Andrea that there was a time I was in the hospital for like 4 days, sort of against my own will, because I was waiting for a CAT scan. And the way I got there was apparently. So I don't remember any of this. So I live in upstate New York right now. I went down to my childhood home in New Jersey with my partner at the time. And the last thing I remember was chilling in our basement. Like, okay, sorry if this is like, I do this like kind of slowly. It still makes me anxious to think about it, honestly. But so we were chilling in the basement watching a movie. And then the next thing I remember, I'm in the emergency room. I don't even remember an ambulance ride. And my first memory is looking down and seeing this Cars blanket, the movie Cars. We have this like fleece blanket that's a Cars blanket in the basement. We have like so many movie themed blankets, and I never wear the Cars one, so that was confused. So that's why I remember is waking up and seeing the fucking Cars blanket and being like, why am I wearing the Cars blanket? And then I look up and I realize like, oh, I'm in the emergency room, or something, and I see my partner. And I'm like, and that's when it's kind of like we know post-ictal phase, but that it was just like that. That's my biggest memory. And I do have a picture of me that my brother took. He took a selfie of him like this, and I was in the background wrapped up in this Cars blanket, just like trying to smile, but I'm like so fucking out of it. Um, but yeah, so it was just me and my partner in the emergency room. And they told me what happened. Apparently, I had started having a seizure while we were watching a movie. And uh, yeah, and like my partner knows what to do. They were there like at the time. Like they know what to do. And they put me on the ground. That's why they had the Cars blanket. It was under my head. And apparently, since my basement is accessible from uh like behind my house, because we're on a hill, the ambulance had to like come down the hill alongside my house and like come in. Also, my parents weren't home. They were like on vacation. So they weren't even at the house. It was just like we were just kind of like vibing in the basement, like we weren't even drinking. I might have been smoking because I'm always smoking, but like it was, yeah. So that shit was crazy because I did not like I heard this all afterwards when I was finally like able to like remember shit because I don't remember them taking me up to the hospital room. I don't remember getting, changed into a hospital gown, obviously. All my clothes are off at some point. But I always had the fucking Cars blanket. And that's why it's like the most weird time lapse for me, because I mean it's the only time I had one like that. But I think it was over, I don't know, just like 12 hours of just chaos that I don't really remember. But the Cars blanket was always there for me and my family also. My
You
parents
should
when they
have
got
it
hit.
framed.
What? The fucking Cars blanket? Oh my God, no. But I go back to my parents' house and I'm like, ah, yes, I'll wear this blanket while we watch a
Make it
movie.
into a pillow.
Yeah, oh my God, that's a great idea actually. I love making stuff. But
I do
yeah,
this.
so
I do all the sewing. I can do it.
no, I like to sew. It's nice, but I don't know. I might
But
just steal it for my
a,
apartment. Mm.
a funny since you mentioned the cars blanket, funny story of mine. I had I had a seizure while at Disneyland. I was on a family vacation with them, so I was actually inside of Disneyland. So I remember us eating a meal, and then the next thing I remember is me being pushed down Main Street in a wheelchair by like one of the um, security guards or whatever, the whatever they are there. But yeah, you just have them at random places, and they happen at random times.
Yeah, and the
And
weirdest
just
memories come through afterwards, and you're like, why is that the one thing I remember? Everything else had to be
yeah,
told to me after.
exactly. Like yeah, like I remember, right before. I remember that 1 second in the middle, and then like a couple of hours later, like it wasn't, a full memory of the whole thing or anything. It was just yeah, bits and pieces, and it's freaking weird. It's weird.
It
Yeah,
never gets old, I must say. It's always
with,
unfortunate.
with mine, I'm not sure if they were time lapses or
Oh,
for
come
some
on,
reason.
man. You got on a train.
But I got a few stories though. I'll explain them in order of which they happened throughout my seizure journey. Um,
Okay.
so first, what had happened was first to my memory, or the furthest back that I remember. Um, I had a seizure, and when I came to, I was standing in front of the paramedics next to the ambulance, and they were asking me what's going on, do I know where I'm at, and stuff like that. Um, but I had already been like coming to, then like go back into it, then come to. But when the paramedics got there and I came to, I told them I didn't know where I was. Um, but that's when I went into a rehab. I went into a rehab and they were just like, when I first came out of it, the lady, she kept saying, "You don't live here." And then I'm screaming back at her, "I do live here. This is my house. And get the fuck out of here." And I'm screaming back and forth at this lady, "This is my house." And she's like, "No, this isn't your house." And I'm like, "Yes, this is my house." And we're back and forth. Luckily, when they called the ambulance, one of the guys was like, "This guy, he stands outside that house kind of often. We're not stands outside that place, but he has a lot of seizures. We've seen him outside this building for so many times. I know who this is. I will get his family." And that's luckily someone had seen me having a lot of seizures in front of that building that they were like, "Let's not hurt him and let's call the ambulance." And that one, I was supposed to be going to the store, and the store and the house, the rehab is in between the store and the house. So I don't know if I actually went to the store and then stopped on the way back or stopped there in between and had the seizure. But that was the first one that I remember. And then the other one, the second one that I remember was just kind of waking up. Um, waking up. Okay. Oh, oh man. I'm sorry. It's coming to me. It's coming and going. Um, so yeah, I had another one. I was at work and I left work, and I remember the day like very small glimpses. Like I don't remember work, but I remember I had to go to work, and I remember I guess I worked the whole day. And then I woke up in my hometown. I only lived 4 miles from work, but my hometown was 17 miles away. So I put the pieces together. The only way to get to that place was 3 buses and a train at the least. So I was out of it for at least 2 to 3 hours at the least. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a very long blip of time that I don't know what I was doing. I don't understand how these buses and trains were paid for. Yeah, it's quite a distance to go. Like I said, I took 3 buses and a train.
I've been on a BART train. Apparently, you're probably talking about BART, right?
Yeah.
Pookie. Yeah, yeah. I there was one time when I apparently paid for and rode a BART train without remembering as well. Just yeah,
That's so
just once.
dangerous.
That was it was just from the Union City to the Fremont station. You know, it wasn't it sounds like a shorter ride than yours was, but it was still like how the hell do you do it, right? Like just how does that happen?
Yeah,
Like
I've had shorter ones
All right,
too.
kitty cat. You got to move.
Yeah, when I was like thinking about the shorter ones, the shortest one I've had would be the kind of blips where I'd be doing something and then I'm doing something else. For instance, one day I was at the train station and then the train was coming, so I stepped back from the platform so I didn't like get hit by the train, of course. And then when I came to, I was taking a selfie and the train was pulling off. And when I came to, the platform was empty. So that means everyone had came and gone. Yeah, I laughed at it. And someone once upon a time has asked me, did you eventually get the selfie? No, I did not get the selfie. I think the screen was black, so I don't understand what I was doing or what I was looking like. The people just going like this to my face, and I couldn't imagine how that was happening or going on. But it sounds like it would be hilarious because, yeah, um, yeah. And then there was a
yeah, it
shorter
must be.
one. There was a shorter one to where um, I was pouring juice. Well, I was actually in my room and I was thinking, I'm thirsty. And the next thing I know, I'm pouring juice in a cup and the juice is overflowing out of the cup and stuff. And it's on the counter. And yeah, so that's a shorter one. But yeah, I don't remember going to the kitchen to get juice or anything. Yeah, those were in the past year and a half, the juice and the train.
Yeah, those
Um,
are all absence.
yeah, so I was trying to figure out like how do you get there, but I think the one where I left work was the worst because I took 3 buses and a train, and then that was at least 3 hours. So I think that was the scariest. I couldn't imagine what I was doing or what I was looking like. That's the worst. That's the most dangerous part about these is that we could just be anywhere and just be doing anything. And like I said, I don't remember what I was looking like or doing during this time. So can you imagine taking 3 buses and a train? Well, imagine yourself out of it for 3 hours on buses and trains. That'd be a
Yeah, it's
good
pretty
video to have, but
scary.
I don't.
I would be freaked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when I got off the bus, I was like, why am I on the bus? I was like, let me get off the bus. And when I got off, that's when I was like, I'm in my hometown. I don't live here, so why am I here? And I was like, let me get somewhere to where I know, because I know plenty of people here in this town. And yeah, I crossed the street and I had a seizure in the parking lot of the post office, so I didn't make it that far. And luckily that time there was a person there, and he was like, I thought you were someone else, so I pulled over. Luckily, I looked like someone that this person knew, or I think I would have been alone in that parking lot for a very long time. The most recent, which I would call a blip for a long time, but I guess time lapse is a good thing to say. That one was, I woke up in the hallway, on the hallway floor, on the second floor when I lived on the fourth floor. And I was on the second floor, sitting down with no shoes on. This is an indoor complex, so it was inside of a building, luckily. And then the first person I seen was some guy, and he nodded what's up to me. I said what's up back. Then I just got up and I followed him. And the whole time he's like looking back, like basically probably thinking, why is this guy following me? And when he unlocked his door, he was like standing next to me and he's looking at me like, basically, why is this guy standing here? And he unlocked his door and he opened it and I just walked right in. I remember going in. I remember the whole walking down the hallway. I don't know why I did this, and I don't know why I thought this was the right thing to do. But I walked in, I went in, I laid on the couch, and he sat next to me, and he was asking me questions, I'm assuming. And then he said I got frustrated, and then I got up and left. So then when I got back to my house, was upstairs on the fourth floor, I picked up my headset because I was actually playing video games, and they told me the story. They were like, you were kind of crying, so we put you on mute, but you were still playing. They said, when you stopped playing and we unmuted you is when we noticed that you were gone because you weren't moving or anything. So what I did is went down to the second floor, and before that I was crying and playing video games, and I went downstairs, did whatever I did, went into that guy's house, and yeah, that could have been really bad because he got stand your ground law. He could have just been like, this guy was looking weird and he was in my house, and it's reason to kill someone these days. So.
Yeah, that's really scary. That man was really nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't apologize the next day because I was telling him we had a slight argument about, somebody here, and then I'm like, I do, and he's like, you don't, and I'm like, I do, and arguing with this man in his own home. Yeah, telling him I do know someone here. The day after, I went and apologized, and I told him, that's what a seizure is, and I talked to friends, and they told me the story or whatever, and he was like, I know. I seen you have seizures in front of this building quite a bit of time, so I knew something was going on. I just didn't know what was going on. And he was like, you were kind of frustrated and something seemed off. Like I said, and thankfully someone didn't hurt me because he could have. That's the scariest part about this is we could be hurt in the time in between. And yeah, that's some of the worst times I've had is those blips. But you guys, any bad time lapses? You guys ever walk into someone's home? Maybe
Can't
just
say
me?
I have.
You said you have?
I said can't say I have.
Oh, damn, it's just me.
The only two that I've had, I was in a passenger in a vehicle. Like the ones that I've had that I'm aware of anyway. I was a passenger in a vehicle, and both of them, when I came to, I argued with them that I didn't have a seizure.
Mm.
No, I didn't. I didn't have a seizure.
Been there. Like, no, that was normal.
Yeah, actually, I think I've had more than I've said. I've had some where I'm like on the freeway with people, and then like there's exit 16A, and next exit I wake up 17C or something like that, basically past the exit. Yeah, so now that brings to mind the other time was I missed the bus when I missed the bus stop. I was not feeling good, and I kept telling myself, just get to the next stop and get off, get to the next stop. It's your stop. And I blinked for I don't know how long, but I woke up one stop later than I should have. So I missed one stop, but that time I laughed at myself because I told myself the whole time you shouldn't be going by yourself, but I had to go do something that day. Yeah. And I like doing stuff I'm not supposed to do and being successful at it. So like when I'm not supposed to take the train, then I go on the train, I go places. It feels good. Like I got there and I went out and I did this. So I
Oh
get
God,
kind
I
of
wish I had a train.
a rush out of being in public alone, knowing I'm not supposed to be, or walking to here or there. Yeah, it's an odd sensation, I guess.
That's funny. Pookie, you'll get the exact details of this, but I know it's hard to read. Probably can't read it on the camera or not, but it, it this was a note somebody left for me. They said I apparently I had crashed while riding my bike home on the creek trail. And so the note says, I saw your wallet. It had fallen off of my bag, apparently. It says, I saw your wallet on the ground while taking a walk on the Alameda Creek Trail around sunset. I looked inside to find a telephone number, but I could only find your address. So he came to my house to bring my wallet back to me from the creek trail. I was so amazed that like any human being would do something like that. And yeah, he says sincerely signed, a neighbor, left his name and then his phone number at the bottom. So I had called the guy, obviously, and thanked him and everything. I eventually went out and bought him dinner, just because, like, what else are you gonna do for somebody that does something like that, right? So yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I don't remember falling like on my bike or knowing that my wallet had obviously I didn't know my wallet had fallen out. Obviously I would have picked it up if I knew, right? So so it was, yeah, it was really, really crazy. It was something that, yeah, you don't remember, and then other people take care of you during your seizures, and it's just, yeah, I'm just kind of speechless that somebody would like do something like that, right? Like easily he could have just picked up a wallet and seen, a card and cash and something and just been like, "Yep, this is mine now. I'm out of here." Like
Right.
He didn't have to do what he had to do, right? And yeah.
There's good people out here.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so like, yeah, like you guys are saying, you could easily be taken advantage of, during those times, and there still are people that aren't going to do it.
That is really sweet.
Yeah, I was actually
I'm gonna head out.
okay.
I have to eat food.
We'll be here Tuesdays
Nice
and
to meet you.
Fridays.
Oh yeah, it was lovely meeting you all.
We'll be here today.
Good to
Come back.
meet you.
Okay,
Hey,
sure.
too.
Or Friday or next Tuesday. I'm off on Tuesdays, so this works.
All right, we'll be here.
All right. See y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I got a comment from that post. one says, my daughter does. They range from 10 to 30 minutes. She comes out of them, and the first question usually is, how long was I out? What's crazy is she'll automate some. So if she's had one at school where she's in class and come to the library or the hallway, she can present as distracted. So if no one really knows to look for, they may not realize she's mid seizure. Definitely can be disorientating. Yeah, that's scary for a girl too. And I know for women, people in general, or people, some people are just horrible. And you ever thought about that in particular, Andrea? Like people
What?
and women having seizures in public, and they're just kind of time lapses and not a shaking seizure.
Oh yeah. I think that women are much more vulnerable because I mean, I lose consciousness, so who knows what's going to happen? Anything could happen depending on who's around and where I'm at. But at the same time, I don't really ever go anywhere unless I have someone with me, so I don't worry about it too much because I can't drive. So if I go anywhere, it's usually like with my, a good friend or my daughter or my mom or my son or someone like that. And I know that they'll make sure I'm okay.
Good, good. I'm glad you have someone there. Well, you don't actually have anyone there, right?
Not in the house,
Yeah.
but
I'm glad you have someone who's sometimes there and they care about you.
right. I got people I can call.
There you go.
They come often. They come check on me often.
Oh man, pause to that. We don't always have those.
Every everybody lives pretty close, so that's fortunate as well.
Another comment here says, even the actual seizure says, oh my goodness, even the actual seizure lasts, let's say, 10 minutes. The post-ictal phase can mean I've even lost over an hour due to the cognitive effects and drowsiness. Does anyone else ever worry that they'll produce some, I don't know, maybe it's not embarrassing, but inappropriate content for the people around them while they have impaired awareness? Sometimes I'll look at what I've logged in on my phone while I was all confused, and I think, geez, I hope I didn't say something out loud. It's not like we can help what we do or say. Right.
Yeah, that's how I am afterwards. I mean, I can even go and grab my parents right now and prove it, but but apparently I don't remember at all. But apparently I have been just a complete, asshole, and just said like, in like incredibly rude, disrespectful, type of stuff. After it, and I don't remember it. I genuinely, honestly don't remember, calling people these names or saying these certain things, or you know um within the, like, 20-30 minutes or so after having one. And I'm told that I said these things, and I don't know that I said these things, but
What
I
are
don't
these
know what to
things?
do about it. I don't know what to do about it. Like, yeah, it's frustrating, it's embarrassing. It's it's just hard to take. Yeah. What do you do?
Some
What
people take
what?
advantage of that too to their fault, and they
I've
make
yeah.
up stuff that said you said something, and it's just basically provoking you. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I never did that. I never did it. And no matter how much you try, like they just try to like manipulate the situation to their advantage.
I feel like it was a turning point in a relationship I had, without going too deep all into it. Um, but yeah, I do feel like, yeah, exactly what you're talking about. It was something that, yeah, may have been manipulated a little bit within that, and it's just, yeah, it is frustrating because you maybe, yes, I did say certain things, but at the same time it wasn't exactly, yeah, my fault. At the same time, it was just kind of a side thing, or a instant happening because of the situation type of thing. So it's yeah, it was tough. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I've had people try to tell me that I've done things and that I haven't done things, and like I feel like some people take advantage of our memory after a seizure. Been there. Um, some things I do remember and some that I don't, and then some people be like, "Oh no, you did this," and I'd be like, "Oh no, I remember that situation in particular." Or they try to act like every seizure is the same, like my memory is bad or did certain stuff, and yeah. Um, you guys ever feel like you ever been taken advantage of, like your memory in particular?
Yes, many times.
Very much
Sorry
so.
to hear that.
Sometimes to the point where I don't even care. I'll just say I'll admit I did it without even knowing that I didn't even do it, just to not argue it.
I understand that feeling.
I had a joint somewhere in front of me and lost it. Anyhow,
Party foul.
yeah, my mom just brought that to me. Ugh.
Your mom brought you a joint? That's a good mom.
Well, I mean, I can't go roll it myself, so she is great.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Yay.
All right.
Better do my hair.
So
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank
That's the
you.
first.
thank you.
I think
Oh,
that's the
you-
first
That's
time I've seen it down.
oh yes. It goes almost all the way to my elbows.
Yeah, it's very long. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
thank you.
I'm trying to catch up with you, man.
Did
Yeah, I know you're not talking to me. It's okay.
I thought when Kate
have
said
I have
Pookie
I
came
have
back
I
and
ever
he
shown
shaved
my
his, I thought she
ID
said
picture?
he was going to shave his dreads. I'm like, what?
Oh, hell
Eventually,
no.
I keep thinking
You
about
better
cutting
not
my
shave.
hair.
You better not cut that off, Pookie.
no.
I think the
I'm not
only way
gonna
that
cut
be
it.
cut off is if the
I
I'm
can't
doctor.
gonna like. I'm
I
just
can't
gonna get my hair
remember if it was
redone.
here or not, but my yeah, back in like I still have it on my ID picture, my from like 2010-ish. My hair was about down to my ass. I used to have hair all the way down my back. Not my beard, but like my actual hair.
It was your
Back in the
beard and you threw it
back in
over
the
your
day.
shoulder.
What's up?
It was your beard and you threw it over your shoulder.
Nope. I actually had my actual head hair like all the way down, like back in the day. It's funny. I show the kids sometimes at school like the ID picture that I have, and they freak out with it. Um, yeah, it's fun. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna get the picture out.
Yeah, I've been growing my hair for a while. Somebody
When did you
called
start growing yours?
started growing it around 2014. I mean, started growing it around 2004, 5, and I had it in locks in 2016. So I've had locks for almost 20 years, almost as long as I had.
All right, there we go, guys. So the exact opposite of me today. No
So
beard,
that doesn't look like you
but
at all.
hair all the way down my back.
Yeah. Wow.
It
And no
looks nothing
glasses.
like you.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I get carded and they look at it like, what are you doing? And I'm like, why do you think I get a fake ID that says I'm 40? Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that's old
That's your
me.
legal
No,
ID.
yeah, I'm just covering up the I mean, doesn't really matter, whatever. Y'all know where I live anyway,
It's gonna
but
go on YouTube, man.
I know that's why I'm semi
Yeah.
covering it up,
Keep it covered.
but
There
yeah.
you go.
Yep.
Um,
No no glasses, no beard, super
Well,
long
they make
hair.
you take your glasses off now, don't they?
Yeah, they made me take them off. I'm like,
wow.
bro, I've had glasses since I was like in elementary school. Like, why are you gonna make me take them off?
Yeah,
So
because
yeah,
people can change how they look by changing their glasses. You can't change what your face looks like. So they want a picture
yup,
on your ID of just your face.
yup.
Mm.
And you
So
gotta do is
yeah,
put the glasses on and you're
no
unrecognizable.
glasses, no beard. Yeah, I still get questioned once in a while. I'm like, dude, nobody gets a fake ID and has gray hair in their beard. Like, come on. It's
That's it.
it's funny. But yeah, that's my actual ID picture is no glasses, no beard, long hair. That's how much California cares apparently. So
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that you guys had to take off your glasses. That's
yeah, it's super weird because I have had glasses since I was in third grade.
Me
Since I was
too.
like six, like 6 years old, right? And then they made me take them off for that ID picture. I'm like, there is no situation in which I am not gonna have these on. Why are you making me take these off? Like it was a really weird thing, but they make you take them off, so.
yeah. Wow. You looked very young there.
Yep, that picture is about 15 years old now. So,
How often do you guys have to renew your license?
well, see, that's the thing is it's an ID picture. I don't have a
Oh,
license, obviously or not obviously, sorry. I didn't mean
I
to
wonder if I have to renew
be rude,
mine.
but
I only have an ID now too. They took my license in January.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
haven't had a driver's license since 2011, so there was no, need for me to really renew it. That every time it comes along where it needs to be renewed, they just use the same picture and just,
reissue it.
reissue it and use the same one. So I've never had a reason to get a new picture since then. So yeah, that's why that picture is, what is it? 2011, 14 years old now.
You should go get a new picture.
But I mean, yeah, I should, but do you want to stand in the DMV line to get a new picture?
I don't
They
know if
let
the
you use
DMV
that same
line's
picture?
out there. What? What'd you say,
I was
Pookie?
thinking they allow you to use that same picture though.
That's what I was
That-
thinking.
I mean, that's what they've reissued me the last couple of times that it's come up. So I'm not gonna pay for a new one. I'm not gonna stand in line for a new one. They can, if they're gonna allow it, then they can do it, they can go screw themselves. I'm not gonna stand in line for all that crap.
PA has that like every, I think, 8 years or 10 years, you have to take a picture.
I thought
Yeah,
mine's here was
I
like
don't, I
5.
don't know how long it is, but they haven't required me to take a new one. So I'm not gonna challenge it because I am not gonna stand in that line and I'm not gonna pay that extra money.
I gotcha. I understand you there. Why stand in the line if you don't have to?
Our
Yeah,
DMV's in and out.
Pookie knows California DMV lines are not short.
I
They
have
are
a
not fun to
DMV.
stand in.
I have a DMV like within walking distance, like probably 3 blocks from my house, and I can make an appointment and be in and out in 20 minutes, probably.
The fuck? What what state? Jesus, what state are you in? Like Wisconsin, Minnesota? Holy shit.
Well, I live in the middle of, I live in a small town.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm saying.
I also don't have buses, therefore I can't go anywhere
Is
Mm.
there like a
unless I
rural
call
area?
someone. What?
Do you live in like a rural area?
Suburbs. But we've got no buses, no taxis, no subways. They don't do that here. We're not big enough.
They don't do any of it here either. It's like Uber or
Right.
family and friends or bicycle. That's the only options for walking, I guess. But who walks?
I can't walk because of all of my orthopedic issues. I was on disability before I started having seizures.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow.
So walking doesn't work for me.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing convenient within walking distance anyway. It's not like there's anywhere I'd walk to. So everything
I
worth
can
going to is
I can walk to
inconveniently.
my mailbox.
Yeah. Hey.
The mailbox.
I'm lucky enough that I'm a a third of a mile, a quarter, a third of a mile to the closest uh what do you want to call it? Like shopping center or whatever to me. There's a big a big market there, and then some small kind of restaurants or whatever there.
Like a
So I do have
plaza
that
or strip mall.
yeah. There's like a major grocery store, and then like a few restaurants in it. It's like a small little shopping plaza center market
Dry
area, whatever
cleaner
you
at
want to
the
call it.
end type of thing, sort of.
Yeah, So
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have that within that close to me. But other than that, I honestly don't know what I would do. I mean, there's not much that close to me. I mean, on like I say, I ride my bike to work, every day, and I do that. But on days where I don't feel well or have something happen, I don't know what else I would do. It's just, yeah, it's really tough because obviously you can't, not if not working. If you're not working, um, you can't afford to just take Uber up and down the street everywhere. So it's like, what do you do? Some days are, tougher than others.
Well, and it sounds like weather concerns aren't even a concern where you are. They like over here, walking isn't an option just because of either absolute scorching sun with the like humidity and then monsoon storms or like hurricanes. There's only actual nice walking weather. I mean, maybe a third of the time, like overall.
You live in
And
Kansas?
uh,
I said, does he live in Kansas? It's
yeah,
hardly ever nice here.
No, I live in California, so I know it's gonna sound like, oh, everything is perfect all the time. But it isn't.
Right.
Not
I
perfect
mean, I mean,
anywhere.
I mean, yeah, anywhere weather's an option. Yeah, you got rain some days, you got wind some days, heat sometimes. It changes all the time. But I guess, yeah, it is a little bit nicer out here, weather-wise, but but it still does, get cold, get rainy and everything out here. So
What do you consider cold and rainy?
oh, that's not a fair question because whatever I'm gonna say,
I
I
just
don't know
really
where
want to know, what do you consider cold?
it's
oh,
cold
see,
here right now.
I know what I'm gonna say, and then you're just gonna laugh at me. I would say like the 50s and 40s is cold to me out here.
The high was in the 40s today.
Yeah, see, yeah, exactly. I know other
Yes.
places in the country, different states,
It's a
it
matter
can
of
be
what you're used to, but at the same time, like
exactly.
it gets super hot in part of the year and then super cold part of the year. And then
Yeah.
other times,
And
like,
then there's tornadoes.
and there's tornadoes. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna be stuck in a house with nobody now with no car. Yay! And no basement.
I still
So
got a
Oh,
fan
excited.
on. It
I'm
ain't
very
cold
excited.
till we hit the single digits.
We had below zero wind chills last year
oh,
for
yeah.
extended temperatures.
When I have to ride like my bike to work and it's raining, I put on like rain gear and like a rainproof jacket and different clothes. It's still only like 50 degrees out. Like it's not cold. I know that,
I'd be in a t-shirt.
but I still, yeah, see, exactly. It's just completely different to, it's what you're used to. It's what you're
It
used to,
is.
right?
Right. At the same time, like I used to work in the weather and I worked during the summer. It was 115 degrees with, 80% humidity and all summer long. And then through the winter where it was,
Screw
below
that.
freezing and for
You
weeks.
get the
It's
worst of both extremes. That
Yeah,
does
pretty much. We get it all.
suck.
And then spring comes in between and you get thunderstorms and tornadoes.
Yep. Yeah. But are you somewhere in the Midwest? You don't
Kansas,
have to say exactly what state or
Kansas.
anything. But...
Yeah,
Oh,
no
okay.
hurricanes for you at least.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
get we get all the storms that come after that are created from the hurricanes.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
they come up
all
on
the
land,
remnants.
we get
Yeah,
all the thunderstorms and stuff afterwards
all the leftovers that it gets
that move up.
cycled
Yeah,
into.
that move up and spin. Yeah, we get all that because it comes up here and does this number and spins
Is
over the
that
country.
are those the tornado producers where you are?
Anytime you have like I believe it's like high pressures and low pressures coming through, like pressure changes in like I think humidity has something to do with it too. I don't remember right now because my brain works real well sometimes.
Epilepsy. We
Right.
can just leave it at that, right? Epilepsy.
But it has to do with like when the storm fronts move through. It's always with like the storm fronts and the pressure changes and the temperature changes. It just
Big the differences on either side of the front.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details of it, but yeah, it's a good time to.
Yeah. I'm in California. I'll just say it. I don't care. I'm in California. I'm right on the coast.
You get the wildfires.
Yeah, we get wildfires instead of everything else.
Instead
Yeah.
of tornadoes or hurricanes.
That's
Angel, what
unheard
natural
of here.
disaster do you get?
I'm in Philadelphia. It's its own natural
Nor'easters.
disaster.
You get
You don't.
blizzards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get blizzards sometimes. We haven't had a good snowstorm in a while. Um,
Now it's gonna happen this winter because you said that.
Yeah, we
Yes,
don't
today,
get
you said
snowstorm.
earlier Rochester got their first snow today.
yeah,
We
It's
today's
don't
snowing
get
in
the
places.
snow at
It's
all.
28th
snowing
of
already.
March.
Rochester, New York. Yeah, I saw on the news there were several places that snowed.
Oh dang!
We got no snow in California. Well, in the more
Oh
part.
yeah. Yeah.
We don't get to.
And we.
There were
I've never
parts
seen
of
snow.
Florida just a little bit
Yeah, I was gonna say
north
we don't
that
ever see
it
snow
got
out here, but
below freezing for their overnight low temperature last night. They were saying that was the first time that there were actual frost and freezes in some of those countries or counties just a little bit north in something like 50, 60 years or something. Um, so that was kind of interesting. The last night was a bigger drops um than we've seen in a long time here. So yeah.
The temperatures have been crazy here. It was in the like upper 60s, low 70s last week, and then it was in the 40s, I think Sunday and Monday, and then we're headed back up and we're gonna be in the 70s again by Friday. I think it was in the 40s or 50s today.
I think today was around mid to high. It was 78 today. I don't know if that's at mid to high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that today, and tomorrow it's gonna rain.
High 70s, but humid. That's pretty warm and can be miserable if the humidity's real high.
I'm in the desert these days, so
Well, then it's probably not too humid. It's probably beautiful.
Where's Jeff at? I heard he went back to the desert today.
He's
yeah,
napping. He
he's
he
not too
made
far
it.
from me.
When
He
is it
he,
he nap?
he made a brief appearance And then he had to go take a nap because he spent like 7 hours or something on airplanes or today.
Got lucky. There's so many cancellations going on.
I know. I'm glad he made it.
Please take your medication as prescribed or whatever works for you. We're not doctors.